Hey guys, welcome back to L&D Home. In today's video, we have some more cleaning motivation for you. We're going to be tackling some general everyday light cleaning, but also getting our house prepped to have a little mini get together. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. We are starting in our great room area today, and as you can see, my dog Bella Marie is already making an appearance right at the beginning of this video. She followed me a lot during this cleaning day. I'm just starting by straightening things up. We actually had a quote unquote snow day where I had basically all day meetings, but we didn't have to go in because the roads were so bad. So my office was an absolute mess because I was sitting here for about 8 hours on this day. So I just had to get everything just picked up. And honestly, I just have been letting this space go just quite a lot. I have been chucking stuff in this great room area for weeks now, and it was just about time that I get it picked up. This is actually the first space that you see when you walk into our home. The front door is actually just right behind me there, so I just couldn't let people walk into the house seeing all of this mess that I had just cluttered up everywhere. So I'm just getting this area together. I do like to clean our great room in 3 sections because it is such a long, narrow room that I usually clean that office area, the middle, and then go to the dining room when I clean this spot because it just makes it a lot easier to work in chunks in this area. Now I'm just in the middle of the great room, and as you can see, there is stuff everywhere, guys. Like, I have just been setting stuff in here and just getting it out of the living room and the kitchen so I don't have to look at it, because I don't go into this space much unless I'm using my office or we're eating at the table. So as you can see, there's just stuff riddled all over the place. And it was time for me to make a pile so I could find a place to go. And you will see towards the end of this video how large my pile of misplaced things is. It's absolutely ridiculous, including this saw. I used this for a DIY like a week ago, and my kids are old enough that they know not to touch it. But this has been sitting here for about 7 days. So it's time that this stuff just get out of the way and we make this space beautiful for people entering our home and just really for ourselves.
I'm telling you that there ain't no other way. Pack your bags and then you will go away. I'm not gonna be begging you to stay. Said maybe if you asked me yesterday, I would handle this differently. Things are different, I'm a new me.
Now that I've moved all that clutter to another room so I can deal with it later because I couldn't be bothered, I am just going to wipe down this dining room table. Kids make a mess when they eat, so there was stuff stuck all over this table. And since we're having a few people over, we're probably going to be using this area because it does fit 6 people, and our living room is a little bit small and hard to fit people in. So I wanted to make sure this table was nice and clean, and that I also vacuumed the rug really well, because when I tell you the amount of crumbs that were all over this rug, it was insane. So I definitely had to give this area a bit of a clean. I'm not deep cleaning in here today, but I do want it to look presentable and nice and fresh if we decide to use this room when we have people over. And it's just nice to have it clean when we eat dinner as a family, because I don't clean every time after we eat dinner as a family. I should, but I don't because I run out of time. And it's just nice to walk into a freshly clean space when you go to sit down with your family to have dinner.
That's not gonna happen. So even if you're asking,
I am absolutely terrible at updating this board. I used to be really good at it, and then I just don't pay much attention. But I did want to update it because this is how I let my family know when I have after school meetings, things like that I have to do for my job as a teacher, and anything that we just have going on the days we have the kids, any events that we have. So I do want to update this more frequently. I need to be better at it. And this is also where my son's asthma action plan is. So I should be better at updating this space so people can actually look at it and see what's going on. Now we're moving into the kitchen, which was an absolute mess. So I am just filling the sink here with some dish soap and some Dawn Power Wash. and letting that sit because I'm going to be cleaning the stove. And while that is kind of filling up, I'm just putting away some dishes that I had hand cleaned that were drying and just getting the space kind of prepped so that I can start working on the stove. As you guys know, I do have a stove cover and I absolutely love it. I will show you where it's hanging in a little bit. But that means that my stove is absolutely disgusting because, to be quite frank, after I cook dinner, I don't clean it. I put the stove cover right back on top. So today we're using the pink stuff to tackle this disgusting, greasy mess. And I did pull in some extra cleaner here, and it was more just to wet the surface. The pink stuff is absolutely amazing, but you need to have a wet surface, and I didn't have a water bottle handy with water in it. So here I am just scrubbing, and then I'm going to rinse everything off the best I can and then give this stove a nice polish, because as much as I love the pink stuff for the cleaning aspect, it does leave a little bit of a film, so I do have to wipe it down after.
If you're asking, 'cause I do what I do, and it's time for something new, yeah. Gotta know when to let go, gotta know when to let go, gotta know when to let go. Sometimes
Now, for one of my least favorite cleaning jobs, the microwave, because I am vertically challenged and the microwave is above the stove and I just can't get in there. So I have found a perfect solution is actually white distilled vinegar. I just pop some of that in a Pyrex microwave safe container that I have. This is a measuring cup, and I put it in the microwave for about 2 to 3 minutes. And that really helps loosen up all of that disgusting stuff in the microwave, so that you don't have to scrub as hard. And especially if you're vertically challenged like I am and can't reach, everything comes off so easily. So while this is percolating in the microwave, we are going to start working on the burners that go on the stove. We have a gas stove, so these get absolutely disgusting, and I have to clean these separately from the stove, which is no big deal because it actually doesn't take that long. I just use a Brillo pad, and then I have that mixture inside the sink already. So now that these are all clean, I didn't think you needed to watch me clean all 4 of them. I'm just going to put them back on the stove, and I put them back on the stove wet. I couldn't be bothered to dry them, to be quite honest. And then I did forget to clean the little things, little circle things. I don't know what they're called, guys, really. I don't, but I'm just cleaning those right now. I am going to dry those off and put those back. And then you're going to see here in a second, right there, we have a little hook on the side of our island. My husband put that there. Brilliant idea, because that is where our stove cover hangs when we're using the stove. And then we just put it right back on. We used to just lean it up against something, and it was such a pain. It was always falling over. So he was just brilliant with that idea, and I absolutely love having that hook there. It makes it so much easier. I am just giving the stove cover a little bit of a wipe down because it gets kind of gross too. And then I'm going to be moving on to the countertops. Just because I want to get those nice and clean. I do clean the countertops often, actually. So I'm just giving the countertops and everything on them just a quick wipe down. I'm not really even moving anything out of the way because I still have to tackle that microwave. So now that it is done percolating, I can pour that vinegar out, and this wipes off so easy, guys. I really recommend this cleaning hack for your microwave.
make it grow, can make it grow, can make it grow. Don't wanna be stuck in a spot, telling you it ain't what I thought. Don't wanna be stuck.
The last thing that I usually clean in the kitchen is the sink. And the pink stuff actually works really great on this because we get we don't use Kool-Aid. We use the mixture for the water. It's like a sugar-free mixture we get from Walmart. But we get stains on there. We get stains from the pots and ravioli and spaghetti sauce. And this helps kind of take those stains off without being too abrasive. So I actually love the pink stuff for the sink that we have. So I like to clean the sink last just because then I don't have to use it, because I use it to clean most of the kitchen. And now that I'm done with the kitchen, basically, now I can clean the sink. And I was absolutely mortified with how disgusting this soap thing was. Guys, disgusting. This sponge thing, I had no idea it was this dirty. I clearly need to clean this more often. And when I tell you it took some elbow grease to get this out, ew, just absolutely gross. But I wanted to show it to you guys because this is real life right here. I clearly don't clean it enough. So I am just cleaning these so I can put some fresh Mrs. Meyer's in there. so that everything is just nice and clean. I'm still just so grossed out by how disgusting it was. But I do love these little containers for cleaning. I don't have to use the pump all of the time, and this is just really convenient. And then I'm going to be taking a fresh sponge for my freshly cleaned sponge dish. And then at the very end, after I have done this satisfying rinse out of the sink, I do like to use a little bit of essential oils just so it smells nice. And this time I'm just going with lavender.
'Cause I don't really like what I got, so I changed it bit by bit. It's not ungrateful.
We are on to the bedroom now, and I'm doing a little bit more cleaning in here than I usually do, just because I haven't done it in a while. I'm not doing anything too crazy or too deep, but I am going to be doing a little bit of dusting and wiping down the surfaces, just because, like I said, it's been a long time since I have done this. So I'm just going to be going around dusting, including the top of the curtains, because for some reason, it's been a long day. This room gets super dusty, maybe because we have the fan on all the time because my husband likes to sleep with the fan on. I don't know, but there was dust everywhere. So I am just giving everything a good dusting and a good wipe down, and then I will be tackling the bed.
Just being helpful for me and you, 'cause we gotta go our own way, gotta go our own way, yeah. This was not a good stay, gotta go our own way, 'cause I do what I do, and it's time for something new, yeah. Gotta know when to let go, gotta know when to let go, gotta know when to let go. Sometimes giving up can make you grow, can make you grow, can make you grow. I don't appreciate the chase. Now there's nothing here for me. Yeah. I gotta go, I fly away to a new space. You know, I don't appreciate the chase.
Now it's time for us to make the bed, and I did share a video with tips on how to style your bed really beautifully in like 5 minutes or less, and I'm using that same technique here. I will link that video in the cards up above, but I just like a freshly made bed because it makes the room feel really inviting when you walk in. Even if you haven't cleaned any other part in the room, it really just helps brighten up the room and just makes it feel cozy instead of you walking in and the bed is a mess and then you're all stressed out. So that's what I'm doing here, just making the bed with my technique that I shared in that video. Like I said, it will be in the cards up above. And then we're going to be tackling the floors in this room. So while I'm making the bed, we do have 2 dogs, and one of our dogs sometimes has accidents. She's still kind of a puppy, still kind of learning, and sometimes she has accidents. And we do spot clean when she has accidents, but we don't always have time to pull out the actual carpet cleaner. So I wanted to do that just to make sure the floors were nice and fresh. And you're going to see I'm only doing the one area where she usually potties. And I have to tell you, I love this carpet cleaner. This is a recent purchase for me. Not super recent, but our other one was broke, and I've had this one for quite a few months now, and I absolutely love it. I also did a video on cleaning supplies and tools that you absolutely must have, which I will link in the cards up above and the description box down below, so make sure you check that out. But I did feature this carpet cleaner in that video because it is amazing to do areas like this and also high traffic areas, which you will see later in this video as well. So I'm just going to be finishing that up, and then that's it. It took me 20 minutes to clean the entire bedroom, including doing the carpets. It was super quick, super easy. So we have more cleaning to do though. So let's jump into another space.
There's nothing here for me. I gotta go.
Hands down, our daughter's room is the easiest room for me to clean. She is really great at putting all of her toys away, and she usually just sleeps with her little blanket, not even the cover on her bed. So when I go in here to straighten up her room or clean, it takes me like 5 to 7 minutes tops to do this every single time. And if this is the only room in the house I had to clean, it would be so fabulous because I would literally be done in 7 minutes, and then I could like chill and watch TV. It would be fabulous. But we're just going to speed right through this room because literally this was the quickest part of my cleaning day.
To a new space.
I was also doing lots of laundry this day, and as you could see, she had quite a lot. And as promised, the pile of stuff from nowhere that needs to find a place to live. Honestly, a lot of this stuff goes down into my craft room, which is an absolute hot mess. So make sure you hit that subscribe button because we have quite a few projects coming up this summer, and the craft room is hopefully going to be one of them because it needs some help. It is full of stuff. You don't even want to see it right now, I promise, but stay tuned and subscribe because you don't want to miss that video. So much stuff to put away that needed to go downstairs. Even Bella Marie was like, Mom, what have you done? I didn't think you wanted to watch me. So the magic of YouTube, it is now all gone, and it's time for me to vacuum so I can prep to do steam cleaning. This is a really high traffic area here. The dogs run through here when they come in from outside of our sliding door through the kitchen. We come in through the garage, not the front door, so we track all of the stuff from the garage right up the stairs into this spot. Everyone is always walking through this spot, so it definitely needs some love. My first steam clean is definitely with a solution, and it tells you right on this canister how much solution to put in. I then do a second round with just water, but there's always a little bit of solution left over, which helps just get things even deeper cleaned. And then my third round is just sucking up all of that moisture so the carpets dry really well. And watch your eyes, gross alert coming up. This was from the first round. It always looks like this. No matter how many times I steam clean, it makes me feel so gross. I don't know if it's the carpets when we first moved in. It's just all the wear and tear we put on them, dragging everything through the house. But it's so gross, but it needs to be done. So that's why I'm only cleaning this one spot because it's such a high traffic area and it gets so grimy that I just like it to look nice. And honestly, the rest of the carpets don't get that bad because we mostly walk through this area.
Before we lost the way, we were picture perfect, but below the surface, I wasn't okay. I made it look the way. I'm saying you deserved it. Sometimes it just happens that way. Sooner or later.
Like I said, I've been doing laundry all day, and this is just my stuff right here. So what you see me shoving in my pockets are actually the dryer sheets. A good cleaning tip, wear a hoodie when you clean. I like to put like trash and items in there I need to throw away or small items that I can put into another room when I go into that room instead of carrying something with me. So I really like wearing a hoodie when I clean. It's comfortable and it's also functional. So there's another tip of the day. So I'm just getting everything folded on the bed. It's much easier to fold on our bed than it is for me to fold standing up like I did in my last clean with me. So I'm just getting everything prepared here so that I can take it into my room or into the linen closet or wherever it needs to go and put it all away. I'm almost done putting my laundry away, and the thought of having more loads to do slightly stresses me out, but I will be happy when it is all done. And let me know in the comments down below if you like to wear comfy cardigans at home. I have a few that I hang on that mirror over there because they're either too big to wear out because I bought too big of a size, or they're definitely well loved and they don't look so great anymore. But I hang them here for convenience because after a long day at work, I like to come home and just get comfortable. I can't be the only one. Let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, I still have more laundry to do. And I know that I am not the only one that drags my laundry downstairs like this. I can't be the only one. So while I go tackle the rest of this laundry, you guys make sure you check out the video and the playlist on the screen. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button so you can get more cleaning motivation and other fabulous videos that we put out here on YouTube. And so you can become part of our YouTube family. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.